Glad to have you here, guys.
Well, damn. So how's the impressions of Lithuania? It's Sunday now, so I'm really hoping you have some experience of Lithuania. The cold beetroot soup, the beers. What did you like? What did you not like?
The cold soup is delicious.
Yeah, love that pink soup, but I don't love the pink poop that came out afterwards.
Did you have the pink poop, right?
Oh God, did I ever?
Guys, GTA 5, I mean, just looking back now, the game has been out for like, what, almost like 12, 13 years now. It's
almost 12, yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. When you first applied for the roles, obviously, first of all, you really did not know it's going to be like new Grand Theft Auto, right?
Nah, I thought it was called Paradise.
No, yeah. Rush.
No, you thought it was Rush. I thought they told me Paradise.
No, it was Rush.
They told me Paradise.
So who do we believe?
No, it was Rush.
And then they had me audition to be Michael, and he was auditioning to be Lamar.
Yeah. Yeah, because I had that yee-ass haircut. That's right.
Nigga.
Oh, man, don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
Just looking back when you first actually found out it's going to be Grand Theft Auto, did you even imagine how much of an impact this game is going to have like on your life and on your career?
Nah, man, you know, I mean, we knew once we found out it was Grand Theft Auto that it was going to be one of, you know, the good games up there with the rest of the GTA games. But we didn't know 12 years later that this game was going to make this impact that it made across the world, you know, because it put us in 225, 30 million homes?
I think 255 now they're up to. 255 million copies sold.
That's a lot of damn homes to be in, man.
Yeah, no, you had no idea. I mean, you knew it was going to be huge. If you're a gamer, you knew it was going to be huge, right? So I knew, yeah, GTA 5, oh man, this is going to be big. This is going to be the big one. But you don't know it's going to be that huge. I mean, it's insanely huge, you know, right? So yeah, it was pretty exciting to be a part of that for sure. God.
Quite a roller coaster, right?
Yeah, it really was.
Does your microphone work?
Yes, it works.
All right, guys, but seriously, you became probably the most iconic characters in the whole GTA franchise. What does your family think about that? When you come home, are you Michael? Are you Ned? How does it work?
As long as when I come home, my wife's not Amanda, I'm good. and my son's not Jimmy. I'm gold, baby.
You guys obviously have so many experience like working in different titles. Is it harder to work in video games, you know, with all the motion capture, like the voice acting, or maybe it's easier to actually work in TV shows or like in movies? Because you guys go through a lot. I mean, just developing a video game takes a long-ass time, right?
It takes a long-ass time, trust me, bro. Ned have did more film, like movies, commercials, and whatnot. I did a few movies, but it was more easier doing the movies to me. But doing the video game, it was crucial because, you know, you're dealing with a lot of obstacles that you know, that'll stop you from being free to act the way you want to act. You know, you're dealing with the suits that we wear.
Yeah, and there's so much technology involved. You know, like when you're on a film set or, you know, television or whatever, you know, you've got defined sets. Like if we're in a room like this, we're in a room like this.
Yeah. Like me and Ned could be in the car together. And this is how we would look.
But there's no backs on the chairs because the camera's got to be able to grab your balls. So if you're the reflector balls.
Yeah, of course.
I know a lot of you out there are thinking, oh, I'd like to grab some balls.
Hey, like
but
this,
no,
like look, like in the game, if you see us driving in a car, so we're going to act the scene out. And I'm driving, and I hit the brakes hard. This is what we got to do, okay? And hit the brakes, Solo.
Damn, man, can you fucking learn how to drive?
Oh, shut the fuck up, man. We're going to pick up Lamar.
Hit the two sticks. Hit the two sticks so that you turn on your special thing, all right? Do that special thing.
But it's difficult, you know. I mean, you know, I come a long way with it. The first 6 months of filming GTA, it was hard for me. But this guy right here and the rest of the crew, the director, Rod, and the crew, man, they helped me come out of this shell I was in. and I just followed their footsteps. You know, I was a fan of Ned and Steven's work and Slink. They were nailing shit. They were doing their shit on the set. They were working hard. They was just on the money. And I was the one when him and Steven doing the scene, and it was time for me to cut in and say something, I'd just be staring at them like, and they be, Solo, say your word. I'd be like, the fuck I supposed to say, you know, because they doing so good, you know. So, but
well, you got caught spectating.
Yeah, I was spectating a lot.
Yeah. But it's different, you know. I mean, but at the same time, it's also the same because you're interacting. You're like we're doing a scene right now. It's like we're in our mocap suits and everything. But this is the scene. You know what I mean? It's not like you're in a booth laying lines. You're actually, everything's recorded at that time. Your face, your body, your voice, you know, your actions, you know, our stunts, you know, we did all that stuff. And, you know, and then we also spent time in the booth. You know, I was 104 hours in the voice booth, you know, recording voice lines. Like if you're doing this, pretty much if you're doing this, that's voiceover, right? Voice acting. But if you're watching the cut scenes or the little miniature cut scenes within the missions and stuff like that, that's all motion capture. So you're doing it all.
How does it feel to? Sorry, continue, please.
And then we had to. One thing that everybody has to understand is that we had to really give these characters their movements. That's Ned's walk.
Yeah.
The Michael is Ned's walk. Franklin is my walk. So when you're seeing these characters running, fighting, jumping, we had to do all of this. It wasn't no stuntmans. It wasn't no, this is not fake. It's really me. Like when Franklin break the, give it up for us, man.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
like when Franklin break the window, I really had to walk up and break a window for you when you break in a car. You know, I had to do all that. Climbing gates. I had to climb a fucking gate. And I was fucking fat at the time. And it was like...
He was big.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
So
and I threw that chair through Jimmy's TV. No doubt about it.
did you have
That was fun.
Shawn, but did you really have to kind of take some practice to become a gangster in the video game?
No, hell
Practice all his life.
Man, how dare you ask me some shit like that? Shit. Man, me being a gangster, man, that's just... I mean, the world would say that it's a gangster because Franklin portrays this gangster.
Yeah.
But Lamar portrays this psychotic gangster with his crazy ass. But the lifestyle, you know, I come up in a lifestyle that people in the world would call a gangster style. But it was just a rough life I came up in, you know.
What were your first impressions when you saw Trevor, in the video game? What do you think about Trevor, guys?
In the video game or in real life?
Well, let's say, all right, so let's start from the real life.
Well, in real life, it was, dude, could you put some clothes on, quit running around the stage in your damn underwear and cheerleader socks? That was...
Hey, and he was smelly. He always was passing gas.
Musty, man. That dude could fart like no other. I think he had a lot of that pink soup. But no, in game, Trevor's character is that's a lot of fun, man. I did a bazillion scenes with him, and it was always fun. You know, it's always on point. And you know, the thing that I liked about working with Steven was, you know, that I could improvise, and he would go with it. It wouldn't throw him off. You know what I mean? But he would always stick right to the script because his mom was British. So he understood all that British talk, you know. I did. I'm from, you know, I'm South Side, Chicago kind of guy, you know, and Solo's from the hood, and we don't say mate, you know. We don't say, oh, it's not meant to be that way. We say, ain't supposed to go down like that. You know, so there was that kind of stuff going on. But Steven understood it because he's half British, you know, and from Canada, you know, Canadians, you know, they're Canadians.
Yeah, I didn't know what motherfucker mean. Motherfucker. We just say in the hood. In the hood, we just say motherfucker. We cut the THER off.
Yeah, you little kids out there, close your ears.
Yeah, close your ears
and stay out of the vanilla unicorn.
Jesus Christ! Wow. Actually, it was a very fun fact what you talked about, that you had to do all the stunts yourself. Usually actors who do all the stunts themselves, they're usually very praised in the movies, like Tom Cruise doing, you know, all the stunts. Did you guys ever get hurt? Because it's a long-ass game, and...
Well, I got a good question. Well, I did need a stunt man for the boat
My
scene.
boat.
When I had to jump from the front of the car and jump up there to get up on the boat.
You said no. Am I
No,
not
no,
doing it?
I tried it. But,
Okay.
but again,
He was big.
my fat ass back in that time, I tried and I couldn't make it. So they had to get a stuntman to come in and do
He
the
left his
car
he
scene.
left his hops in the hood.
Ned, did you ever get hurt?
Yeah, we all got hurt.
Yeah, I actually tore my rotator cuff. And we have this thing that you have to do before every shot. Like you shoot, you got to do a thing. It's called a T-pose, right? So you got to go like this,
Yeah.
and the cameras grab hold of your balls, right?
His balls, not my balls.
And then once they grab your balls, you're good to go, right? So when I had my torn rotator cuff, I had to literally go like this to T-pose. So yeah, there was certain stuff. Then we got in a car crash on the way there one time, and I left my face print in the headrest. But other than that, nah, it was good. It was good.
Jesus.
Those balls hurt though. They hurt when if you're doing something, you got to do like a hip shoulder roll or something like that, right? You're rolling on those balls, and they're hard. You know, they actually hurt if you hit those things. You know, so you kind of try to avoid it as much as possible.
I also really wanted to talk about like the whole NDA stuff, because working on a video game takes a long time again. And how do you approach that to your family, to your friends, maybe to like even other opportunities? Maybe producers come to you, say maybe you want to be in a movie on your show, and you can't really say nothing about this video game project you're working on, right? But you're busy.
My wife thought I was having a fling.
Yeah, my family.
Where you going every day?
For like 7-5 years?
Yeah, my family, they didn't, only person knew what I was doing was my wife. But she kept it solid. But my kids and my friends, they was wondering, you know, what was I doing? I was always leaving and going out of town and then come back. So it was hard. Even when I got to New York to film, the hotel I stayed in was a real nice hotel, and all these people, the staff kept asking, who is this dude? He's staying in the top suite in the penthouse for 21 days straight. Like so I had to lie and tell everybody I was a producer. I'm a music producer, and I'm out here working with a big artist. So I could never say, oh, I was working on GTA 5. So it was hard. It was hard keeping.
Yeah, the NDAs kind of suck. If you're an actor, they really suck, because you can't tell anybody what you're doing.
And you want to.
And, oh, yeah, you want to brag. You want to say, yeah, man, I'm in GTA 5. This is going to be huge, you know, because it can lead to more work, right? So I had left the business for like 4 years, and this was my first gig coming back, right? I got pulled out of retirement, you know, basically. And so I had a 4-year hole in my resume. Then we do this, it's another 4 year. I had like an eight-year hole in my resume. And I had to turn stuff down that was offered to me during the shooting of it, like about 3 different times I had it, because it was in the middle of when we were shooting. If it had been like a one-day thing or something like that, you know, Rockstar would have been, oh yeah, no problem, go do it. No problem. But if it's like a week-long, 10-day guest star on, say, Law and Order or something like that, you can't do it. So you just keep blanking on your resume, and then the game comes out and it's like, oh, that's what you've been doing. You know, but in the meantime, it's like, they look at you, they go, where the hell have you been for 8 years? Rehab? I don't know. You know, you're like, you know, that's the only thing you could come up with, because then you're okay, you know, if you do rehab.
Guys, everybody sees you as super successful people, and which obviously you are super successful. But most of the guys probably think that you only have good times throughout your career. Do you have any dark moments in your career where you were about to quit acting?
Yeah, I did quit. I quit in 2008, we had a huge housing market crash in the United States. I lost my house, you know, and I quit the business. I was bitter. I said, fuck this shit, man. I hate this business. You know, it's a take business. It's not a give business. You know what I mean? So I went back to my hometown for a couple of years and you know, let my son experience real life, you know, and then I said, I need more fake life, New York or LA. And we went back to New York and booked this job. But no, it's a rough life. People think you're an overnight sensation, you know, when something like this happens. And some people are overnight sensations, you know, but for me, that night was about 28 years. Because I'd been in the business for 25, 28 years before this game came out. You know, I'd done 100 commercials. I'd done a lot of TV and film, but nobody knew who the hell you were. You know, they might recognize you from something, but not know what from. You know, like, I know that guy from somewhere. Where is it? I don't know. We didn't date, did we? No. Okay, good. But it's like, you know, you have times like this. It's not all glamour and stuff, man.
It's a roller coaster.
Yeah, I shoveled shit in horse stalls. I cleaned the theater so that I could afford acting class. You know, I waited tables, tended bar, sold cars. I mean, whatever you got to do to survive. It's not a glamorous life being an actor. Unless you're a star, and then it can be glamorous.
And
now
that's
it's
for me.
Glamorous.
You know, I was in the middle of filming GTA 5, bro. In the beginning, I quit 2 times because I didn't want to do it. But you also got to remember that they told me I was working on a video game called Paradise. They never said GTA, so I was like, man, I don't want to do this shit. I just don't feel like dealing with this tight ass suit. I don't feel like dealing with can't remember my lines. This ain't me. Let me go back to the neighborhood and let me rob banks and do my shit that I was doing before this. Because I was a fucked up kind of dude before filming GTA, bro. I was getting in a lot of trouble, you know what I'm saying? So filming GTA saved my life. It saved me, no, for real. And
it actually saved a lot of people, you know.
And then so by me quitting, the director, he kept telling me, don't quit. Just don't quit. You don't want to quit, trust me. But they still not saying, hey, this is Grand Theft Auto 5. You don't want to quit. So because they got to keep it a secret. So they talked me in a stand, and one of the owners came in and had breakfast with me and said, you don't want to quit this because we picked you for a reason and you're going to thank us later. And hey, Rockstar, where the cameras at? Hey man, I thank the shit out of y'all, man, for fighting for me, for making me stay. And I know y'all couldn't have had another Franklin, because what if it was another dude playing Franklin? You know, y'all got this dude right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I also have a question about, I guess, hard times. I always wondered this with like video game characters and the roles you guys play. Obviously, playing for Michael or Franklin, you guys get hurt a lot in the video game. And you have to do a lot of lines of you just grunting one way or another. Is it always just scripted? Like, which grunt do you have to do? Do you just have like this long voiceover session where you do only grunts?
Yeah, you just basically have a yell session. You know, it's like you would go in and you would do like, you know, we did 4-hour sessions back then, and you would do 3 hours of lines, and then you do an hour of screams and yells and grunts and, you know, catching on fire and, you know, falling off a building.
And it's tough, man. Your voice is already straining from doing 3 hours of lines.
Yeah.
And then they say, okay, Solo, now we're finna get to it. And you be like, what the fuck? And they say, okay, look on here.
Be like
now,
this right
now
here.
you gotta, okay, Franklin is falling out of a plane. And you gotta like, and they say, and action. And you like, ah! And they like, no, Solo, we want you to really scream. And you like, by the time you leave out of the session, you don't even have a voice. You like, bye, everybody.
Yeah, they actually they became a rule where you can only do 2 hours now because people's voices were being destroyed, you know, by that kind of stuff. So yeah.
What happens if you're just sick? You know, you have like a week long of sessions.
If you're sick, you show up, you drink a lot of tea with honey, and you fucking do the lines, man. There is no sick.
Ain't no punk outside.
There ain't no sick, man. You suck it up and you go because, you know, that's what they say. The show must go on, and it must. Dude, we got in a car accident on the way out to the place, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, big one. Dude fell asleep and went slam, and we're boom into the seats. We got a guy in the back, had his nose broken and stuff. And we showed up, and they took us to the urgent care. And then we went to the set and we said, let's go.
On the same day.
And we fucking worked. You better believe it, man.
No,
you do
for
that.
real. For real,
you
man.
do that.
Amazing.
But then again, we're different animals.
And the crazy part about it is all three of us, the main three protagonists, was in this car.
Yeah.
At 7 in the morning, sleep. We in there because it's early. We in the back of the car, sleep, going to work. And the driver just falls asleep at 80 miles per hour.
Jesus Christ.
And we hit the back of something and we don't know. All I know, I look over at Ned and his face was into the back of it was a TV into the back of the truck. And his nose print was in the TV, and I couldn't do nothing but start laughing.
Yeah, we laughed our asses off at that. That was funny. It was like the shroud of Christ in the back of the freaking headrest.
And Stephen Ogg was behind us back there just,
Oh my God, I can't believe it.
You should have recorded that.
Fucking pissed.
It's a shame we didn't have microphones there, you know.
Yeah. Well, we would have had to keep it quiet for NDA anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, but that had nothing to do with Rockstar. That was the transportation company that was taking us.
The ex-transportation company.
Yeah.
What was the hardest thing that you had to do during the creation of GTA 5?
The push-ups.
The hardest, well...
The push-ups.
The push-ups.
The push-ups and pull-ups. They was like, Solo, just give us 10. I was like, how about 2?
yeah. Just put it on a loop. For me, believe it or not, it was yoga day. You know, you've got the episode where you're doing yoga, right? And it's like the dumbest, easiest mission in the game. I sweated my balls off, man. It was like, because I had all the fails I had to do. Big fail, little fail, tiny fail. Okay, get it right, you know? And my wife was ecstatic because she was actually, in real life, my wife is a yoga teacher. So I'm doing all this yoga stuff, you know, and I got to fail each one. It was 8 hours of yoga. And then they had this yoga guy there, this yogi, right? Who he didn't have balls. Right? So the camera wouldn't pick him up. But I'm doing stuff, and he's trying to grab me and stuff. I'm going, dude, get your freaking hands off my balls. I can do this myself, you know? And so I had to do all these things, and I finally got the poses. You know, I did them the way I wanted. But, man, I had to change my suit. I had to change my suit at halftime, like at lunch. I had to put on a different mocap suit because I was sweating so bad. It was brutal. That was the worst day. I wish that on no one except all of you.
As we sit here, it's like May 25th, and we're basically almost like a year away from the release of GTA 6.
And one day.
Yeah.
You're counting.
Everybody's counting.
Obviously, somewhere in the world, there's like these two protagonists which are gonna play the main roles of GTA 6. Any advice you would give those people right now? Because you basically went through it all and even more after the release of the game.
I always get that question, and I always just say, man, get ready for the ride. That's all. It's going to be a beautiful ride. So, you know, they just got to get with either me and Ned, you know, so we can help them walk them through this process, because I think we the one paved the way for a lot of this shit, man.
Yeah. Well, because when our game came out, you know, social media was just kind of, you know, getting its feet wet and everything. And it was the first time they used likenesses of characters. Yeah. So we had that advantage of being known, whereas, say, like Michaelą from GTA 4 or you know, Melee from San Andreas didn't have that. So these guys are going to have that in spades because the technology is even better. These characters are going to look probably just like those you know, two people. And when our game came out, I said, you know, I'm just going to enjoy my 15 minutes. I'm going to ride that 15 minutes as long as I can. And that's what I would tell them. Enjoy your 15 minutes, man. Yeah. Enjoy the fans. Let the fans in. You know, don't be out here with them. You know, let them in, because those are your people. That's the game. Yeah. These guys right here, these fans, that's the game. It's not us. It's not Rockstar. It's them. Because if you don't have them, you don't have it. You know, so that's what I would say. Enjoy these people, like these two right here. You know, this girl's way too good looking for him. I told him that earlier. You know, enjoy it. That's how you do it. You know, and just have fun. You know, and be ready, because it's going to be huge. Huge.
But it
bury us.
Also could be quite chaotic, I imagine, in 2013 when the game just released. You probably got like a lot of shouts on the streets, right?
Oh,
just
yeah.
Walking around and just people randomly shouting at you. And how do you react, or do you just mute yourself to it?
You get more now.
Really?
Believe it or not, yeah. They would recognize our voices, right?
Yeah.
When the game first came out, you'd be at a store and, you'd be, ordering chicken wings.
And the person would be looking down, typing what you ordering. And we can be talking, and all of a sudden they'll just look up because they hear the voice and like, oh shit, are you the? And
are you a voice actor?
Yeah, I got a lot of that. And since I did this stream with Kai Sanat, it's like everybody now just, no matter where I walk, people just be, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the power of the social media and everything too, So it started out, people would recognize your voice, right? And then you get seen, and they start, hey, you're the guy in Grand Theft Auto, right? You're Michael, and then it becomes, you're Ned Luke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a thing, it's like a process or a progression, and it's kind of cool. But
I
at
would
first,
never get tired of it.
Yeah, no, at first, and we're like that too, man. If we're on the street, somebody recognizes us. You got your phone, get your camera out. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I love it, man. I take it to heart. Sometimes I'll walk up to people that's not even paying attention, that's not even thinking about GTA, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I would just walk up to them and say, man, you ever played Grand Theft Auto 5? And they're like, yeah. Then it start registering to them. I was like,
I'm going to take
like,
your car.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So, then everybody wants you to say a line, and I'll be like, what? And they be like, you is him. Because I
you say 1,000 things.
Yeah. So we go through that, man. I love it. I love it, man. I can never stop loving this, man. That being recognized for something that's so iconic, man. GTA 5.
That's all part of it. That's the part of letting the fans in.
Yeah.
You got to do it. If you're sitting there and somebody comes up to you and goes, "Hey, Michael," no, my name's Ned.
No,
you're a douchebag.
No, you would never get that from us.
No, it's like, yeah, man, what's up? Get your camera. Let's go.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's how you got to do it. That's how you got to be.
Are you guys gamers yourselves?
Hell yeah, we are. You know this dude is fucking gaming. I thought I was a gamer, but he showed me I wasn't a real gamer.
Ever since Pong, man. I was in high school when Pong came out. I'm a boomer. Most of you people don't even know what Pong is.
I don't even know what Pong is.
Yeah, I'm a boomer. I've been gaming for a long time. I game with my son. When he was little, we played SSX Tricky on PS2 all the time. It's my favorite game of all time, even more so than this game. But yeah, I've been gaming for a long time.
What about you, Shawn? What kind of games do you play?
Man, I'm a San Andreas, GTA 5.
What a shock.
Call of Duty, man. I'm a beast in Call of Duty, man. They call me a hacker. I get reported 1,000 times.
Yeah. Solo's actually ranked in Call of Duty.
I'm ranked high, and I don't have no cheats. I don't have any cheats. I love running into
That's what he claims.
No, I love running into the hackers, man, because it's a tech, it's a skill set. The hackers cheat and they can shoot clear through walls from across the other side of the map, but I know how to, I got shit for that.
He actually showed me a video where he was crawling up some dude's ass, literally, with his gun in Call of Duty, and the dude didn't even know he was there, right? This guy was talking shit. To Solo, man, I'll kill you. You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. Shut up. Blah, 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 blah. Solo goes, all right, man, shit. I told you don't mess with me. I mean, literally, right up his whole ass was.
He was camping. He started camping, and I snuck up from behind him, man. Crouch walk right up behind him.
Had it right in his face. It was hysterical.
Yeah,
that was good.
Yeah.
Did you ever try to hit up Activision just for a cameo in Call of Duty?
Nah, man. I'm riding this Rockstar GTA.
I tried. They said, "Who the hell are you?"
All right. Do we have any more questions for our guest here?
Let's go.
Is right there in the middle.
Hello.
Yes.
I have a question. What is your do you had any inspiration from other people's to become a voice actor? Maybe for Shawn, it's your cousin, because I think it's TJ from San Andreas.
Yeah.
So maybe he helped you with the voice acting and other stuff.
Well, with me and my cousin Melee that voiced CJ, our shots came from someone that we knew. You know, we didn't get an agent from film saying, hey, I got this role, I got this job, and you should go try out for it. So the advice I give you, because we knew somebody, his name is DJ Pooh, and he introduced me and Melee to the auditions, and we just happened to get picked. So a lot of times I would say it's not what you know, but it's who you know. But then it's also, you know, if you got skills and you good at what you do, man, I think that'll help you a lot too in auditions.
Yeah, you got to study acting.
Yeah.
It's not just voice acting, study acting, you know, because most of the video game stuff is motion capture now anyway. So you're going to be doing more than just voice acting. So study acting, study people, you know, always. Never quit studying. That's my advice.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, look at this old yee ass haircut.
Yeah, he was here yesterday.
That's the yee ass haircut dude right there.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
So this is not a question, but I'm just here to relay a message from Roger Clark. And he said that Arthur and John would beat Michael's and Franklin's.
Roger, a goddamn lie.
Dude, it wouldn't even go sit your ass down. It wouldn't even make it through the first round. Wouldn't even make it through the first round. 255 million to 75 million. That's it.
Okay.
Scoreboard.
Ouch. Hey, I didn't say that, Roger.
I did.
So, Franklin, Shawn, my question is, if Lamar got killed in the mission Lamar Down, where Franklin, Michael, and Trevor went to save Lamar, and if Lamar died, what do you think the reaction of Franklin would be?
Bye-bye, motherfucker.
Shit happens.
Shit happens.
Get you a long-ass coffin.
Hello again. So you mentioned that there was a lot of interesting things happening while you were acting and everything. So what would be the most remarkable moment that you would do again?
For me, man, I would love to just walk on a fresh set again. If I can push rewind just one time, just to feel that first day that I walked on set and met all these people, man, because I made a lot of new friends when I first started filming with this game. So that day, them times, man, we can't get back really, man, because they were times that we'll never forget.
I can tell you exactly what I would do. I would do the FIB where Michael confesses that he's working with the FIB scene. I would do it again.
Yeah, that was.
I would do that. I said, let's do that one again because that was awesome. That was my favorite. That was this. That was this dude at his best. That was the day he became an actor. I love that scene.
I made him cry. That's how good I did my scene. He fucking cried on set.
Pussy.
And then we looked around, and everybody that was from Rockstar working, they were quiet when we got through, and they start doing that. They start clapping.
Yeah, that was a scene. That was the one where I go, your legs give out and you just can't run anymore, you know, blah, blah, blah. That was just a good scene, man. That was a good scene. I would do that again.
What up, man?
Thank you, Ned. Thank you, Shawn. I just wanted to say that you are huge in GTA 5. And my question about motion capture. You said that you all moves by yourself. And how about flying moves like parachute and wingsuit, etc.? How did you do it?
I didn't understand what he said.
Did you actually have to jump out of doing all the parachuting things?
Oh,
did you actually have to jump out of the plane?
No.
Well, you kind of did, but you only jumped about this far. Do you know what I mean? They would build a life-size, like a life-size chopper. They would build, and you would be up here.
It's like jumping down from near to
and
the
you would
ground.
go like this. All right, I'm getting out. Okay. Hey, if you fuck with this thing, I'm going to come back up here and kill you myself. Wow. And you would go here, and then that would be the deal. They cut, and then they go into gameplay, and you'd be like, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. So that's the magic. That's the magic of the stuff. You know, they can, you know, just get the beginning of the thing. You know, because now you're in control anyway. Because you want to make him like do spins and dives and you know that kind of stuff.
Hello, I've got a couple. Can I do a couple of questions? So the first one.
One. Pick your best one.
Fine. So you mentioned that you got injured during mocap and the car crash. My question is, were there any like more serious injuries that that delayed the release of the game?
No.
Nah.
No.
None.
Okay, thank you.
But there was a lot of fun.
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
My name is Monza. I'm from the United States, my fellow Americans. And I'm an aspiring, you know, streamer, YouTuber, gaming YouTuber. Still got to hit GTA 5, you know. I played it, of course, but, you know, do the stream and all. So I'm curious, you guys some advice to aspiring creators, maybe in this room, outside this room, want to look in, you know, I grew up acting and everything, voice acting as well. So what advice you got? Maybe if it's your own or something you heard coming up that really, like, push you, you know.
Same thing told the last guy, man, study.
Yeah.
Study. Now you're a gamer guy, so take care of your hands. Seriously. You know, I get, sometimes I'm gaming, man, I freaking can't do it anymore. I get so...
Man, but you 95, dog.
Well, I know. I look good, though.
You look good to be 95.
But, yeah.
Hey,
no,
just
study.
keep grinding at it,
Yep.
bro. Just don't doubt yourself. One thing I learned about this new world of things that we're in as far as streaming and YouTubing and Twitching, you just never know when that viral moment hits. And when it do hit, bro, just keep going with it. Push that moment. You know what I'm saying?
And don't let anybody tell you you can't do it.
Never, bro.
You know, never let somebody tell you you can't do it. If somebody, I get so tired of hearing what people can't do.
Yeah.
It fucking pisses me off. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do so. I want to hear what you can do, not what you can't do.
Yeah.
Fuck that. You do what you do and just, you know, don't take no shit from nobody. That's my advice.
Hey, you fucking tell them, Ned.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
My fellow American.
Get your ass back to the States.
Hello. I have a question relating to... Okay, so GTA 5 is a very satirical game about American life. Was there ever a moment that you thought it was a little bit too far or made you feel uncomfortable that you had to act out?
Nah.
No. I mean, I guess you could say the torture scene with Mr. K, you know, but I don't think so. It's all satire, so who gives a shit, you know? People who take it too seriously, oh, you know, this is really horrible, you know, you're corrupting our youth, you know, and everything. Well, you know, you're the parent. If your youth is playing it, then you're the one that's the fault.
Yeah.
You know, so, no, I think if you understand it's satire, you don't take it seriously. Like, you know, that's not really Franklin.
No, it is really me.
No, it isn't, because you didn't go around, like, with a fucking AK shooting everybody till they're dead.
Yes, I did. Yes,
Not till they're dead. So, anyway, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, yeah, no.
Thank you.
We still got time for 2 last questions.
Hello. So I had a question to Stephen Ogg a couple of years back.
Stephen Ogg is not here, bruh.
When he was here, and I want to ask us a question to you as well, to you both. So how much did the characters from the game influence you in real life and vice versa?
Okay, well, I can answer for when Stephen is here. It's a character. You know, he's a cartoon. I didn't really play him. I mean, he informed me a little, or I informed his character, but, you know, it's not. But as far as us, man, in real life, you know, I mean, I brought me to Michael, and I brought Michael to me on the set, and then you leave him and you go home to your wife and kid, you know. So, but yeah, you got to bring a lot of yourself to the character. That's called, you know, developing a character, and that's what you do, you know. So, yeah, there's a lot of me and Michael. A lot.
And it's a lot of me and Franklin, man. You know, they say, you know, because they call me a gangster, but if you look at the character Franklin, man, Franklin was the coolest dude. He wasn't even tough enough. People wanted him to be more tougher. You know what I'm saying? Franklin is more just smooth. He's the mediator between shit. He's always in between Michael and Trevor, like, hold on, dog. If we gonna do this shit, man, y'all gotta get y'all shit together. You know, shit like that. So
that middle life crisis shit.
Yeah, that middle life crisis shit, man. Y'all scaring the shit out of me with this. But when they gave me Franklin, man, it's like handing me a bowl and I just poured all myself into it, bro. Yeah. You know, I used to complain to a rock star, to the director about I'm not being tough enough in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like when Trevor fell over the gate, my M-word, and he fall over the gate, and I started laughing at him, and he did, you fucking laughing at me? And he got all in my face. I wanted to fucking punch him but the rock star was like, no, Solo, cut. And I was like, why I can't punch him? And they was like, you got to let Trevor, the maniac, be the more aggressor. You have to. So that's when they said, okay, let's take the take again. And I said, all right, man. I laughed. It was funny. I'm sorry. You know, they made Franklin kind of be more mild. So yeah, that was cool that I was able to be that person, because that's what I'm trying to work on right now. Because I really want to grab a couple of y'all and go fucking rob a bank out here. But
okay, thank you.
All right, bro.
Thanks. Last question, guys. Last question.
Hi, what are y'all?
You better make it good, no pressure.
I got a question. Need to ask if when are we all gonna be in GTA 6?
Man, get your ass out of here.
Give us one more question. One more question. Next guy, get out of here. Next question. You know we can't say anything about that, man. If I told you, we'd have to fucking kill you. So go sit down. Here, next guy back there. No, seriously, next guy back there, give me a question.
Yeah.
You blew your opportunity.
Okay, the last question again.
Thank you very much. My question will be about the scene with Martin Madrazo, actually. So since you were doing all the motion captions, is it true that when you got hit with the bat, it was you actually hurting?
He really got hurt.
Oh, you talking about when I got hit with? Oh God, dude.
No, he really got hurt once.
Yeah, so the guy playing Martin Madrazo, I don't know if he was a hack or what, but you know, he hits me with a baseball bat. Now the baseball bat was a pipe, right? It had some foam on it. And he's supposed to hit me with the foam side, all right? But when he swung the bat, being a hack, we swing the bat, here's the foam, you go, bam, right here, and hit him with, right? No, he goes like this, turns his wrists over, bam, like this. So he hit me like right on the elbow with the pipe, right? So I dropped, man.
And like a champ.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. I went down and I just played the scene, because you do that. You know, I played the whole scene out. Oh, God, you know, I don't know what I was doing. And she spit on me. Oh, isn't that nice, you know? And then I got up after, you know, okay, cut. That was great. Yeah, I hope you got it, because we're not doing it again. You know, that's it. I thought I broke my arm. I really did. I thought he busted my elbow. But no, I shook it off because I'm a badass.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Both of you
Everybody.
guys are badass.
Wait a minute, did I say badass? I meant fat ass. I'm sorry.
Everybody give it up for Ned Luke and Shawn Fonteno. Thank you so much for being here, guys. One more time.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Come visit us at our tables and enjoy your Doritos.
Thank you.